Well. Looks like we're back. Got some tier 1 for you. Looks like we're gonna have some rain for qualifying here. Not sure what the race is gonna be looking like. Looks like we've got an Aston and a Williams on track, followed by a Racing Bull. If I had to guess, looks like probably just rain quali, but then a dry race, maybe. Let me get the inside scoop. If someone can message me on Discord and tell me what it is. Ooh. Squirrel getting a little swirly coming out of that final corner. Got both hosses out on track together. Right in front of Squirrel here. This should be an interesting qualifying session. The lap times should progressively get faster and faster throughout the session as the track starts to form a racing line. Oh, actually looks like we're in for a wet race apparently. As Huff comes around turn 10, sliding everywhere. The Squirrel is starting things off, setting the pace for everybody with the 11.7. Gary comes through about a second and a half behind. Black Spartan just a couple of tenths behind Gary. That's going to be your first 3 for now. Both Haas drivers, both Irish Bull and Senny out on a lap. Perfect Polly. About to finish his. See where he sits. And Polly up into P3. Both Haas drivers next across the line as they're both going through turn 8 into turn 9 together. So Senny P5, Irish Bull up into P2. No one coming anywhere close to Squirrel. Ooh, yeah, just 1.5 seconds separating P1 to P2. Very impressive lap from Squirrel here. So Great Ace starting a lap. Russia just starting his right in front of him. So Oliveira coming around through turn 10. Oliveira P3. Kodo came across the line. Kodo P2. Okay, so Black Spartan up into P2, now dropping Kodo down 1. And Rasha and the Ferrari cross the line. He'll snag P2 away. Oh. Poly invalidating right before the finish. Grade A starting his official hot one after he did 2 outlaps. A Huff going through turn 8 into turn 9. The Huff putting in his first lap. Almost 11 minutes still remaining. As Huff takes P2. Kodo doing a second lap here. Now Kodo takes P2. I have a feeling Squirrel's going to go back out on track eventually and just absolutely smash his lap. Squirrel put that lap in without the track drying up. Rasha on a flyer. Oliveira just now putting in lap time P5. We got Gary coming through right now. He'll be the next across the line here for us. Alright, so Gary making up a couple of positions here. I think it was Perfect Polly, the one who invalidated just earlier. He'll jump up into P2. Squirrel back out on track again. A Huff rounding the final 2 corners. Huff crosses the line. Someone finally beats out Squirrel there. The Huff currently sitting on pole with that 11.4, but I think we're going to see several drivers beating that time. We'll stay on board with the Squirrel right here. And on a mission to try to smash his previous lap time. And we got a racing line on track forming up. Huff rounding the final corner, see if he can't take pole away from Huff. And he does by 6.5 tenths, making up a whole second on his previous lap. Good stuff, good stuff. Only way to make qualifying interesting is to have it in the rain. Poly invalidating again. Uh-oh. Got both Ferrari drivers out on track trying to help each other out possibly here. Snipes coming through, taking P3 as he sets his first lap. Rasha jumping all the way up into P2. Got its teammate right behind him just now starting a hot lap, maybe trying to help each other out. Just a little tow. Rasha's probably about to get out of the way for him here. Yep, that's what teammates are for. That Koto coming through turn 9 into turn 10. Currently sitting P7. The track drying up more and more. People are just going to keep improving as Koto does. Just misses out on pole. 10th and a half behind Squirrel there. I'm interested to see Squirrel go back out for a final time. Ooh, and Polly, with the help of his teammate, beating out Squirrel by 20 hundredths of a second. Polly with a 10.7 too. Oliviera invalidated into turn 1 there. I have to go all the way back around to try again. I would assume these guys put in probably at least a handful of amount of laps of fuel in their car. Just to try to weigh it down just a little bit. So I should have enough fuel to go back around and try again. Let's try this one more time. Almost 2.5 minutes remaining in this session. Should start to see people start to pour out of the pits for their final outing. Oliviera, the only car on track, currently on a hot lap. You have 3 other guys on their out lap right now. This will be Snipes and both of the Red Bulls. Oh yeah, everybody coming out of the pits. Oliveira jumping up into P5. Hopefully, looked like both Red Bulls got through there. No, they're not on a hot lap. Looks like Snipe going to the last corner, next car to cross the line here. Currently P9. He'll jump up into P4. Got a small gaggle of cars here coming through the final corner, all to start their hot lap. But I'm gonna sit on board with Squirrel. Doesn't really look like it's raining anymore, but track still might be wet enough for the inters. I don't know how long the track hasn't been raining for, I just noticed now. But still seeing a lot of spray being thrown up. Oh, his Squirrel invalidates. Not sure how much time is left. That's gonna be time. The Snipes. He's gonna cross the line, not improving. Black Spartan taking it over Pauly by 4 thousandths. Pauly's still on track for redemption. They're really close between our top three, as Rasha takes it by 1/10 over Spartan. Seni coming around, currently P11. He'll jump up into P6. Oh, Pauly throws it into the wall. No, he wasn't on a hot one anyway. And then Koto at the last second, taking P1 away from Oliveira and Rasha. I didn't even see either one of them cross the line. Wow. So Black Spartan took it, and then Rasha took it, and then Oliveira took it, and then Koto taking it. That's going to wrap up qualifying for us here for Tier 1 IUF1. A little bit of a wet one, but rain quali is always always interesting to see the lap times improve more and more throughout the session as the racing line starts to pop up. It's interesting to see the cars get faster and faster, because that first lap time that Squirrel had put in would have put him in 12th if that's what he would have finished on. Oh yeah, it's a rain race. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna take forever. But we're gonna give our drivers 4 to 5 minutes here to set up their strategies and get them sorted out. In the meantime, I'm gonna do a quick rundown who's leading the championship in the drivers category. In first, we do have Squirrel with Squirrel with a 55-point gap. Squirrel with 209, followed by Irish Bull with 154. That is quite the gap here. Just behind Irish Bulls, behind by 2 points, is Huff. And then 11 points back from Huff in fourth is going to be Rasha. Wow. Wow, even though Squirrel in the Aston is leading Drivers' Championship, Aston sees themselves in second for the Constructors, as Ferrari is at the top spot for the Constructors' Championship by a 6-point gap with 266, followed by Aston with just 260. And then we got Haas in P3, only 4 points behind Aston. So really close from our top 3 teams. Only 10 points separate first and third when it comes to constructors there. And it looks like we have Red Bull and Kick Sauber in fourth and fifth. Only 6 points separating those two. So Ferrari leading the Constructors' Championship without any P1 victories. So consistency is key. Ooh, and it looks like we're going to be full wets. But Squirrel out there maybe trying to find the line on the inters. With just by the looks of how much rain is coming down, I think the full wets are going to be the play here, and maybe until a racing line forms up, maybe you can switch back to inters, but we'll see. Ooh. And that's 5 lights, and ooh, an Irish Bull already taking a penalty there for jumping the gun. We're gonna be 2 wide through there, going for battle for P2. We got looks like a Red Bull and a Ferrari going wide there. Might have been Perfect Poly and Great Ace. We go back the field a little bit jumbled up here in the midfield. Everyone going mighty slow through turn 3. Look like Nutter back there getting a little wobbly. Same with Rocket here. I got the Red Bull of Great Ace on the inside, going a little slow there. Oh, we got a McLaren going off. Already starting to see some gaps start to form up. DRS isn't going to save you this time. Oh, that's a Red Bull spinning out. Looked like that was Huff, but regains control of it, losing a few positions. So much spray, I can barely see what's going on. And they're going to be side by side, going through turn 6. That's the battle for P13 between Huff and Dante. Coming out of turn 8, Huff's gonna take it though. Dante maybe, yep, he's gonna have a little bit of a look here, going down into turn 1. A little bit off the racing line. Didn't get quite a good exit as Huff, but draining the battery, trying to get that position. Dante choosing to go down the outside. I think Huff just letting him go through. Well, Huff on, looks like 15% battery. Huff on the inters. We do have a few drivers on track trying the inters out. I don't think the inters are the right call. They start to separate, jump back up at the front here. A little side by side with Rasha and Snipes as Rasha gets around. Up into P4. Yeah, I do not think that the intermediates are working out. But somehow Squirrel managing a really good job up there in P3. But as for Huff and Polly, I think both drivers starting to slip further and further behind. Yeah, Huff and Polly down quite a few positions. Squirrel actually gaining 3 on those inters. We got Fader and Dante gaining 8 positions apiece. Great Ace, Irish Bull, and Perfect Polly losing over a handful of positions just after their first 4 laps. A little bit of a side-by-side into turn 1. The battle's still going for P8 between Wyken and Gary. Well, I think Gary might have tapped him just a little bit there. Another side by side, both teammates, Rocket and Vader, both Mercedes. I think Vader's gonna let his teammate through. Rocket all over the back of Gary here. Like a slip and slide. The battle for P13, no, P12. Huff and Dante still going at it as Huff takes the fastest lap of the race on the inters. So that's an interesting one. Track might be drying up enough to where the inters are the tire choice. Squirrel setting your fastest lap of the race. Huff trying to make a charge on these inters. I think the inters might be the tire of choice now. These intermediates had to put up a little bit of a struggle at the start of this race, but I think now they're starting to pull through. This Squirrel's going to take the lead away from Kodo and pulling away. We have quite a cluster here in our midfield. All the way from P8 to P14, all in one big train. As Ollie goes down the outside, as Dante, he'll get the move done easily. Might be able to pick off a rocket here in a second. Yeah, I got some people coming in for those inters now. Only interesting thing is, those inters going to be able to last until the end of this race. Huff, another intermediate driver, taking away positions from people. A Squirrel up to a 4-second lead. Definitely the inters of the tire to be on right now. Huff getting slowed down a little bit by Gary. He needs to get around him ASAP. Yeah, Squirrel now up to 5.5 seconds. Can't believe Spartan and Oliveira didn't choose to come in for those inters. Yeah, the rain is definitely lightening up here. Nowhere near as heavy as a downpour as it was at the start of this race. Oliveira now down 7 seconds. Squirrel just running away with it. Can't believe I haven't seen any penalties pop up on the board, especially with a slippery track. Battle for P5, got a three-way battle going between Rasha, Snipes, and Oliveira. Squirrel, ooh. Squirrel with 17 seconds. As long as no safety cars come out, Squirrel almost has a free pit stop. And it's only lap 11. So really smart thinking there from the three drivers that started on inters. All three drivers find themselves up there on the podium for now. Only 4 seconds separates Pauly from Koto. Oh, as Wyken gets around Senny down the inside going into turn 3. Senny, not enough battery to get that spot taken back. Starting to look like a 4-car battle here for P9. As Oliveira picks up his first 3 seconds. Back up to the battle with Senny and Wyken. Wyken getting a little loose there. He's going to have a poor exit. That's going to allow Senny to catch up a little bit. Well, I can tell you this much, with Squirrel with a almost 19-second gap, he's not going to get very much screen time. That's all I can say. A 3-car battle for P5 still commencing. Got Snipes, Rasha, and Oliveira. We have the battle for P10. Got Gary, Senna, Vader, and Wyken. Battle for P2 going on as well between Huff and Polly. Two of your other drivers that also started on inters. Kodo slowly reeling in both of these guys. I don't know if it's going to stay light rain for the rest of this race. Hopefully we get a little bit of a mix here and maybe someone dives into the pits for a pair of softs or mediums. Definitely spice things up as Squirrel takes the fastest lap. I'm not really seeing any spray come off the back of these cars. But it's still raining a little bit here. A three-way battle for P5, and then we got a four-way battle for P9. And we do have a two-way battle for P16 going on in the back. Yeah, several drivers starting to pick up some warnings now. Oh, Lycan almost loses it, and that's going to slow down Vader there. He had to avoid. This Wyken lets Vader through. That's going to allow Senny to catch up quite a bit here. Wyken with a lot of spare energy here. Let's see if he uses it. Jump back up to the battle with P5. Yellow? Who's the yellow for? I wonder if we're gonna see DRS become enabled sometime soon. But light rain's still coming down. three-way battle for P11. Got Gary, Wyken, and Dante. So Wyken's gonna get around Dante there. Or Gary, I mean. Uh-oh. Looks like the rain completely stopped. We have our first pit stop. That's going to be from Senny and Wyken. Sometimes just because the rain stopped doesn't quite mean it's ready for dries. So Senny and Wyken taking the gamble there. The track definitely looks dry right now, I can tell you that. We should see DRS become enabled within the next lap or so. Yep, there it is. So good timing for Squirrel there too. As Squirrel comes in, he'll be throwing on mediums. A perfect opportunity for mediums. Squirrel with a commanding 19-second lead. Yep, so the entire field coming in for those mediums. Squirrel, 20 seconds of a lead. He almost has a free pit stop to go in for softs. Heck, he could even spin out, go into the sand there, build himself a sandcastle, come back out on track and still be leading. Heck, he can even completely cut a corner, pick up a 10-second gap, or a penalty. Still win it. Should see the fastest lap of the race be beaten over and over the next handful of laps or so. Wyken all over the back of Senny here, and with DRS enabled. Gonna make the pass very easily. Vieira closely following Rasha as they go through turn 4 there. I think this overtake was long awaited. Oliveira finally getting around Russia, but Russia might have a response here. I think Oliveira with a little bit of a better exit there. And we're side by side, Wyken and Senni, both with DRS, off of the back of Lord Vader. About 15 laps to go remaining in this race. So just over the halfway mark. Couldn't see any more pit stops come out of anybody. These mediums should go the distance very easily. We have a 3-car battle for P9. Oliveira takes our fast lap of the race. Oh, we're gonna see a double overtake. 3 wide. Nothing Vader can do about that one, except watch. As Senni and Wyken go side by side into turn 3. Wyken gonna get the DRS, might get that position back because he goes down the inside of Senni. Vader with a front row seat here, enjoying his popcorn. I hope he eats his popcorn with butter. Now it's Senni's turn with a bit of DRS behind Wyken as Wyken goes wide to try to avoid taking a warning there. That's going to allow Senni to go through easily. Battle for P15, we got KBT and Irish Bull. Irish Bull with the DRS. He might have enough speed to maybe get a look into turn 4, but backs out. Dodo taking a 3-second penalty. I guess this game review's okay. I kind of want the helicopter view, but this one works. Irish Bull loaded with the battery here. Oh, and some crazy top speed. I'll get the pass made on KBT on the inside before the third corner. The sun definitely starting to come out here now. Got back on board. Battle for P9 still going on. Looks like Black Spartan losing some time there, maybe. These 3 drivers catching up very quickly to him. We see Rasha overtaking Oliveira once again as they trade places. The battle for P2 between Huff and Polly still going on. Ooh. Wow, Squirrel with 26 seconds. Not even close. I can't tell if Squirrel's actually flying around this racetrack or if maybe Huff and Polly are battling it out. Looks like Polly's gonna get the overtake on Huff. Going down the first straight, down into turn 3. Polly defending the inside. Huff's gonna get DRS here though. Don't think Huff's gonna be close enough to make a move down into turn 4 with DRS. Jump back on board with Vader here. Irish Bull and KBT still either fighting or working together. Still have 10 laps remaining. Irish Bull getting the overtake on the inside before turn 4 entry. Uh-oh. Sunny getting around Black Spartan with DRS. Spartan losing another one to Vader. We have a caution in the final corner. Yeah, who needed that DRS board anyway? Huff catching back up to Polly as they enter into turn 3. Right behind him with DRS. Might be able to get the move done into turn 4. Huff got a little swirly at the exit of 3. That definitely slowed him down there. DRS there to help him out. And gap now to the leader, 27 seconds. Senny with DRS going down the front stretch here. On the back of Wyken. Should be able to get the overtake. As he chooses to go around the outside. Seven laps remaining in this race. Jumping back with Irish Bull. Might have a look on KBT down the inside of turn 4. DRS aiding him quite a bit there. Both drivers playing leapfrog with each other. Oh, Perfect Polly and Huff almost got out of DRS range there. Look like Great Ace might have some damage. Yeah, definitely missing an end plate. Definitely don't expect Great Ace to be down here in P18. Yeah, Huff, almost 9/10, almost getting out of Polly's DRS range. But Polly looks like he's going to stay in it. Yeah, Polly just gets DRS. Have 5 laps remaining. Looks like Oliveira and Rasha still trading places. Maybe not that time, but... Ooh. Virtual? That's gonna be Black Sparting, DNFing. Great Ace takes the opportunity to put on a new wing and put some softs on. Try to grab that fast lap of the race. That must have been Wyken and Black Spartan getting into one another, coming out of turn 3 it looked like. Don't think... not sure if these guys had damage or not. Lycan might have. Well, now we got a battle with Rocket and Wyken now. Battle for P14, both on fresh softs. Ooh, this looks juicy. I think there might be two, I think that's MFG and Great Ace. Both blue markers in the middle of this Oliveira and Rasha battle. Yeah, it's exactly what's going on. That's interesting. So, both Great Ace and MFG on the softs, kinda not really able to pass the cars in front of them. It's a weird situation. Two and a half laps remaining. Yeah, this is a weird situation. So Great Ace and MFG, probably the faster... Ooh, someone spun. Oh, Nutter might have actually gotten stuck. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Both MFG and Nutter both on the faster tire. Definitely faster than Rasha and Oliveira at the moment, but not in a weird pickle where they can't really pass the car in front of them. It's like hitting a brick wall, but they're still going to have to battle each other. Oh, that's going to be a weird one. Battle for P2. One, it looked like Squirrel actually had plenty enough of a gap to throw on the softs. The gap was so big, he threw on softs and still has 10 seconds. About a lap and a half remaining. It looks like we have a spin that might have been Irish Bull down in P12 into turn 3. So on to the final lap of the race. Squirrel maybe trying to set the hot lap. Grab that extra point. I wonder if this league is going to be running the extra point for the fastest lap of the race next season with the new game. I wonder. Oh, and Polly taking a 3-second penalty there. All Huff has to do now is just finish. A little bit of a gaggle of cars. Going through turn 3, still a sticky situation there. Jump back up on board. Huff looks like he's going down the inside of Polly here. Roll crossing the line, he's going to take the victory. Really good stuff from Squirrel, good strategy. We're going to be side by side with Huff and Polly here, going through turn 9. A little bit of contact before turn 10. But Huff, regardless of the penalty or not, he's still going to take P2 away. Polly, well, the car behind him also had penalty. No, yeah, I'm not really sure where the penalties set everybody. Last lap out between Gary and Rocket. Side by side coming out of turn 8. Into turn 9. Rocket's going to have the advantage here. Sees the car out in front. I think that's going to do it here. So Squirrel's going to take the win. Really, really good stuff from Squirrel. Super dominant. So Squirrel's gonna be your winner here. We got Squirrel, Huff, and Polly. That's your podium for your tier 1 here at Austria. After your podium, we got Snipes, Rasha, Koto, Oliveira, Lord Vader, Senny, Dante, Irish Bull, KBT, Rocket, Gary, Wyken, Grey Ace, MFG, Nutter, Black Spartan, and Hamilton. Thanks for tuning in, watching, or rather rewatching. I'm sure most of you are due. We'll be racing tomorrow night, same time, 6:30 Eastern. And that's for Tier 2. at Austria. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out. See ya.